make it like this high. Okay. And then rakers, we can have raking after, okay? So we're gonna do that. So then, remember though, okay, watch. Remember, you've done this, you take it, aim it down. Hi, I'm Helen Wildman-Meehan, the director and founder of the Golden Acorns Summer Camp of Living Arts and Culture.
You guys have that spiral back over there? How do you feel about taking at least one plant, maybe 2 plants each, and transplanting them?
Okay.
Would you be able to help me with that? So, transplanting. Give it a little squeeze. Loosen up the soil. Loosen up the roots. It doesn't need to be too much. Give plants a little drink too. What? That looks beautiful. Really well done. Yeah, that one's great too.
So every week have a different culture and a different healing art usually, sometimes more cultural, sometimes more of the healing arts. Our first week was Ethiopia. The kids were learning the customs from Ethiopia, and they learned a bit about the language and a little bit about the dance, and on the other hand they were learning Nigerian rice paper painting, which is a batik technique, and the kids came out with some amazing art. They had a lot of fun with that. The second week was Cuba week, the Cuban week, and they had they actually created a whole carnival. They had a maypole which they danced around and wore different hats and costumes, and they did sing and dance. And that week they also had puppeteering on the second week, and they learned to make puppets out of old socks and mittens, etc., and buttons, and they had a lot of fun with that.
Coyote, he's a trickster. He's always tricking everybody. Coyote stood up and he said, why should we go ask those people over there for some of their stinking sun? If those people over there were nice enough, well, they would have offered us some sunlight long ago.
The third week was New Mexico week, and the older children were making objects out of clay with B. Duran, who is from Suzuki Pueblo, and then she was teaching the younger children how to weave. And our camp leaders, who are ages 11 through 14, they made their very own drums. The children also created a giant clay image of the Santa Fe River at the topography here, the mountains, the river, and they figured on what it was like about 10,000 years ago, maybe further back. And then they did modern day Santa Fe, and the children had some mariachi with Ernesto and Chief Sanchez, father and son, who both have their own bands and also work together in the mariachi way, and the children were singing along to their beautiful trumpet and guitar playing. And then the fourth week we had cranial sacral work with Solar Banner, who was teaching the children just to learn to touch each other's shoulders, to put the hands under the backs of the shoulders, to start to feel the energy flowing, and to become aware of just feeling that and allowing things to move, and how that helps to release energies too. And the children really got into that. It was quite amazing. That week also was the Maori week, and we had Elena Higgins, who is half Samoan and half Maori from New Zealand, and she was teaching amazing things. She taught some wonderful songs and taught about this particular stick game that they have, which is in preparation to become warriors. But they did some really fun things, and it was really fascinating. Then the fifth week, we went camping. On our camping week, the children went, they actually went out on a couple of long hikes and learned a bit of nature awareness and how to become quiet and still. And the sixth week was our very popular urban culture week. This is the fourth year we've had that. And we had Sugar Shane Montoya teaching break dancing. The kids love it, and all the teachers were so upbeat and positive. They learned singing with Jeff Porter, hip-hop style. He was playing on his cajon, this big Cuban-style drum, which is a cube shape, and they were singing all sorts of great songs. They learned spoken word poetry from Hakeem Bellamy, and they learned graffiti art, and we rounded it off with an amazing performance. Every week we have a sharing or a performance with the parents. And so my idea is to have this be a holistic picture. They're learning, as I was saying, about their internal physical and emotional energies. We have a basis of compassionate communication. Our idea is to use this compassionate communication as an example, and it's really exciting to see this potential of a future based on peaceful behavior and harmonious living. That's basically what it's all about. Thank you so much for sharing with us Golden Acorns. Look forward to seeing you and your children soon.